Hi everybody, I'm Puneet and this is my first YouTube video. And my YouTube channel is going to be all about trying to repurpose food that nobody wants to eat. It could be something that you got as a gift or something that you cooked and you didn't like. And what can we do to it to make something entirely different and hopefully yummy. So today we are talking about something that we often gift or get as a gift during Diwali. So Diwali is a festival of lights, and if you have lived in India or if you have Indian friends, you see a lot of these things around the October-November time frame. And it's the festival of lights where not only people greet each other as a family, but we also give sweets to each other. And one of the sweets that you see a lot being given out is called Soan Papdi. That's the box, a typical box that comes, and this is what it looks like. And it's got some flour and gram flour and sugar, lots of sugar, some cardamom, and it kind of breaks apart like this. In fact, in India, they often call it Budiya ke baal, which literally means the witch's hair or old hag's hair, which kind of fits the description. You could use it for Halloween too. So anyway, this thing doesn't spoil very easily. It's very shelf friendly, but a lot of people don't really like it. And so, just like the fruit cake during Christmas, this thing can go round and round from one house to the other as a gift during Diwali. And before you know it, it may have changed hands 10 times and it's still there. So the other day I had to open a box for some reason and I decided to do, what do I do with it? I can't gift it anymore to anyone. I was stuck with the box since I'd already opened it and I didn't want to waste it because, I grew up at a time when my parents told me don't waste anything. So I looked at it and I said, what can I make out of it? So today, we are going to try and experiment and make a cake out of this. There's flour here, there's sugar here, and I know we don't put cardamom in cakes, but hey, why not? So I'm going to make a cake today from leftover Soan Papdi, and let's see how it comes. So follow along. So here's one box of Soan Papdi that I'm opening, and here's some more that I had from a box that I had from before. And we are going to all dump this, and you have to pretty much with your hand break apart each and every piece so that it becomes a fine powder. Use your judgment. Alright, so we have prepped all the ingredients. We broke up all the Soan Papdi here, as you can see, nice and fluffy and powdery. And this is where we'll get all our sugar and flour from. I've got some melted butter. Make sure it's unsalted, you don't want salted butter. Eggs, I'm planning to put in this about 6 to 7 eggs. Milk, you can take, ideally you should use whole cream, but I just happen to have 2% lying around in the house. I don't want to actually go and specially get stuff for this. And the only thing that I didn't have in the house was baking powder. You could use baking soda, but it kind of gets a bit complicated. You might have to put buttermilk or yogurt. So I think you should just invest in baking powder if you don't have it in the house. So we are going to mix it all together and make it nice and smooth batter. And then it's ready to go in the oven. See you there. So you'll have a few surprise ingredients in this quote-unquote cake. I just now saw a few strands of saffron and some sliced almonds, which were on which are a very common topping in Soan Papdi when it's sold in sweet shops. And of course, you'll have a very, very strong smell of cardamom throughout. But that's exactly the point. We are not trying to make a regular cake. We're just trying to repurpose this into a cake. So yes, it's gonna look, feel different, and you'll see a few different ingredients that you probably wouldn't see otherwise. If you think that you've put way too much eggs and milk and butter, it would be nice to have some self-raising flour around the house, and you can add that to improve the consistency. Okay.
Inferno 2.0.
All right, looks like it's done. Beautiful. It's nice and fluffy. Perfect. This is going to taste one heck of a Soan Papdi cake. All right. All right, so the cake is all nicely done. It's cooled off, and now we are going to do the slicing test and see how it comes out. And to taste the cake, our first person is my son here, Arman, and he's going to have the first bite and tell us how is the first Soan Papdi cake come out. Look at that, such nice fluffiness, beautiful. So next Diwali, don't throw away that Soan Papdi. Don't give it to your neighbors. Don't give it to your friends and be the bad person. Instead, make a Soan Papdi cake. Happy Diwali, everybody. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you think this comes out well, or if you think this was a great video, don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.